Welcome back to the channel, friends. It is good to be here, and I hope you're doing well. So today, the journey continues with more of one of my favorites in Seer's Gambit, an excellent tactical auto-battler roguelite that's really turning into quite the grand adventure. In fact, I mentioned adventure because we have a quest before us, my friends. We need to find 3 more amulets somewhere in the world, and I suspect that the North holds the key to the amulets. So we're going to be exploring the North in this episode here today. Smash the like button if you're liking the Seer's Gambit. Become a subscriber if you are new here. If you want to get the game for yourself, there's a link in the video description below. It's one of my favorites. It's a truly terrific game. So thanks so much, my friends. Now let's go. Alright, so for our northern start, we're starting at the Moonlit Bard. And if we look at the Seer's advice down here, in my visions, I see a cave at the scaling depth. The hermit there must have an amulet. Make sure you upgrade the node to obtain the amulet. So that tells me that there's somewhere on the map here a node called the Scaling Depth where we'll find our next amulet. So we'll definitely want to do that. Thanks, Seer. And then right here, there's another tavern which will help us expand even more northeastward, right? So I think this is probably our destination. We definitely want to lock this in this episode here. We're starting with my boy Barber Ian, of course. Let's go ahead and let's proceed. Let's go here and downward and probably just scale toward the tavern. Let's go. Another thing I want to do is I want to save up, 90 plus wood because we can add yet another item to the shop, which is super compelling stuff. We're going to play on X3 speed, and who is our first epic hero? A guaranteed epic hero on the first hero recruitment opportunity, and we get a Blessed Celestine. Okay, so if we look at Blessed Celestine here, she's got some pretty compelling skills. So on ultimate, gain plus 10 ultimate power permanently if the target is below 50% health. So her ultimate does heal, like for a lot. So imagine that. Faith, gains attack power, might not be so useful. On attack, heal all allies for 1% of their max health. That's got some weird synergies with Barber Ian, it really does. And then furthermore, for her epic tier, per ally hit with ability, gain plus 1 ability power permanently. And that is an attack and a heal. Right? So that's pretty crazy. All faith gains 100% armor. Ultimate throws target further away. Also applies ability at position scaled by ultimate power. So I think if we can maybe build her into like a mega healer with both this and this. That's what I'm thinking. We'll certainly see, but let's grab her for sure. And let's go. Continue on. And I think what I want to do with her is maybe mess around with a manual ultimate. So I want to kind of monitor Barber Ian. And then once he gets low on health, once we have that ability for her, once he gets low on health, maybe use her skills. I don't know. I haven't really messed around too much with manual ultimates, but I do think it's probably like the next phase of the game I want to get into. But yeah, we're going to play on X3 just to speed things up, and we're going to get the full run done here in one fell swoop, one episode. Let's go. Got another hero recruitment opportunity. So we got Fingers of Thief, who is a rare. Let's go ahead and re-roll this. Hey, how about this? We got Cow the Cow. Man, do I love me some Cow the Cow. Nature, commoner type. And you know what he does best, right? He throws the milk bottle, right? Last time we kind of built him as a poisoner. Maybe we'll do that the same way this time. I don't know. It's just a humorous character to add to the field, you bet. Maybe we'll find a Lars the Lasher in this one as well. Let's throw him to automatic for sure. Alright, so Celestine, get on the front. And check this out. Watch the cow. He's going to ring that bell. Check it out. That's right, ring that bell. Throw that milk bottle. Ring that bell. Throw the milk bottle. Ring the bell. It's a repeat pattern, right? And it's just absolutely hilarious to me. Gotta love some Cow the Cow. As the townsfolk watch, a bipedal cow. Ring the bell. Let's go. Alright, we got an Altar of Strength. We'll take it. Really good for Barber Ian. The Maniacal Barber. One of my favorite units. He's so utterly strong. Let's solo with the cow. Let's go. Ring that bell, buddy. Throw that milk. Ring that bell. Alright, you love to see it. Good job, cow. Alright, let's keep rolling. Haven't even been threatened at all yet. And here we go. We have the kitties on the dock, fishing for some shiny silver minnows. You bet. Looks like you can pet them all in this particular one. Game like this captivates a guy like me because I'm, humored by these things. Got a bunch of kitties on the dock. Got a bunch of wood there as well, which is an excellent get for us. Let's keep going. We got an item selection here. So a bunch of stuff that is out of my price range, man. You got to lower your prices, bro. Mess up your apple arrangement. We got a demon. All right, so he's going to give us some cash. Absolutely terrific. Let's keep on going. We got some more old men in the town square that need to find out. Let's go. Of course, we're blinded, so the process is going to take a little bit longer, but Celestine, yeah, so she jumps to the cow because he naturally has the lowest HP. I don't know, I mean, she is an epic, right? I tend to build around epic characters unless we get them super, super late. And I guess I haven't tried to like fully kit her out as my primary healer. So let's play around, right? You learn something new. Well, typically you learn something new, and why not? Why not this run as well? Got a little child right here. Got an old lady who really shows her mean face, doesn't she? Got this guy chilling back there. Didn't want to participate in the fight. And here we go. Another hero draft. However, everybody is common. Lars the Lasher does add healing support with his ability, Healing Domain. So I think we can add him. However, do we have some synergies that we can work with? So let's see. What do you need for your combos? Double Faith and a healer, defender, adventurer, commoner. So we have the commoner covered for sure. I mean, really, it's kind of like Celestine is probably our only long-term hero. Maybe Barber Ian. Maybe. But I think we're going to come across a bunch of epics as we normally do. Thief type. Another commoner. Cow's Nature. You're a defender. Let's go with Lars the Lasher. Totally replaceable. And let's keep going. And just check out his ultimate if you're not too familiar with Lars. It's actually a pretty effective healing skill. It's that little radius, that little green radius. So that just regens health. It's got a pretty big radius on it, right? So it's pretty good. I was messing around with him off camera a few weeks ago, and I was actually impressed by his kit. So if I find an epic one, I'll be pretty happy, actually. And got a kitty treasure chest here. What do we got? Got a couple of items and 2 experience potions as well. Alright, so I think Celestine can get both of these. Let's level up the Barber. So crits, attack damage, and cooldown, 90 health. Let's definitely go with attack damage. You can get both of these, Celestine, given you're the only epic. Let's get you leveled up. So move speed, ability cooldown, or ability power. So ability is a heal. This is going to increase the power permanently, so I think cooldown is probably the way to build her. So let's do cooldown. Minus 2 seconds is significant as well. Terrific. Alright, we got the high heel shoes times 2. This is going to increase ultimate power. Then on heal, add 10% of ultimate power to the healing. Let's go with Celestine and Barber Ian. Sounds good. Let's go. Alright, what do we have? Another shop. So Primed Cleaver. 18 through 78 damage is pretty insane. We got this one, which is a pretty good piece of gear. It costs 60 though. I could still afford an epic item if it shows up. Toxic Personality. I think this is probably the way. Let's throw it on Barber Ian. We're still over that, you know, juicy 120 mark. Ask for a free blessing, you bet. Thanks, Wandering Maiden. You got a purple mushroom there. That is clickable. Got the crystal right here that you can click on as well. You bet. Watch Barber Ian just annihilate this guy. Check out that damage. It's so insane. Like, the guy is a madman. He plays his role of maniacal barber rather well. And we get another treasure chest here. So what do we have? Orb of Contempt. So this will increase attack damage and ultimate power. Let's see. What's your ultimate again? Looks like you're comboed up. Protective Charge. When an ally loses armor, gain 2 seconds of ability cooldown. So he can throw that milk bottle, right? So he can throw the milk bottle and replenish that armor. That's right. Do what you do best, cowman. On kill target, all enemies deal 10% of attack power as damage. Alright, so let's take this off of Barber Ian. Let's throw this on you. It does up his attack a little bit. Ultimate power, we can throw that on the cow. And let's go. Click some crystals, open some doors first. It looks like we made it. Kitty hanging out by the bread store, the bakery. You bet. Probably getting all kinds of goodies. Alright, we're up to 38 wood now. Proving your worth. Candlekeep burns bright against the distant horizon, yet no visible path leads toward it. A pair of candle acolytes inform you that entry is barred to the uninitiated. Okay, so I already read this. I think this leads to her little tip down here that we read at the intro of the video. So I'm going to save my resources. Why? Because I want this that we uncovered in the last episode at the end of it. 92 wood is what we need. So I want to save my wood. We're at 38. Got to keep going. Let's go. We have Griffin's Nest. Okay. Griffin eggshell helmets. Hilarious. Let's go. All right, let's get another epic hero. What do you say, game? Gonna hook me up? Hey, how about this? An epic cow. An epic cow the cow. This might be the run, my friends. A coloner, a defender, and a nature. He's already skilled up. Yeah, we're bringing you aboard, epic cow. He says, moo, moo, moo. All right, well, let's take this off of you. Let's throw this on you, and let's kind of figure out what we want to do since he's epic now, right? So let's check the skill tree here real quick. What I like to do is I like to look at this tier and then this tier, right? So, party-wide, all defender gains 40% armor. So that is the cow. He would buff himself. Are you a defender? No, you're not. Okay. Then we have on ultimate interrupt, gain +4 ability power permanently. And the ability is, of course, the milk throw, right? We love that. Cow tipping dance, stun all enemies. So that's pretty good. So if his ultimate interrupts, right? And then furthermore, we have ability now targets enemies and applies 10 to 15 poison damage over 10 seconds. And then again, the same on ultimate interrupt effect, the ability power enhancement. Now, I do love the idea of building a poisoner cow, right? A disher of the poison in cow, the cow. So I think that's probably what I want to do with him, given now we have the epic form. At 25% of your max armor to ultimate damage. Okay, that's interesting. For each poisoned enemy, add 10% of your ability power to your next attack. Okay. As long as the cow has armor, ability adds an extra milk bottle. Okay, so if we get that paired up with this, 2 bottles on ability, throw an extra bottle of milk. And then it's poison, right? So he'll be throwing 3 bottles of poison, which is pretty insane. Because his ability power doesn't seem like it's going to get too great, but it'll whittle him down with poison. And I kind of like it. So maybe we try to go just multi-milk bottle, have Cow the Cow just dish in the milk bottles. I think so. I think so. So let's do it, and let's figure out. So what do we need? We need a thief and an elementalist. All right. We'll definitely seek such heroes to synergize with our team. We're going to change you to manual ultimate as well, at least for now. All right, we got the dire wolf. Snow wolf as well. Okay. Venomous mycomancer. Now that I see the mushrooms, so there's going to be a new DLC coming soon for Seer's Gambit, which is going to add some new heroes to the field, which is awesome. I believe there's 3 new heroes, definitely 2 being added. So you'll have to check the Steam page. It's actually like another Steam link to the DLC, but it previews the heroes, and they look really, really cool. Oh, let's see. Let's get the cow an upgrade. Yeah. The answer is yes. This cow upgrades. So ability power, make that milk bottle stronger. I mean, he's rare. Let's do it. Let's continue on. How about that? You can click those stalactites, or is it stalagmites? Let me know in the comment section below. The ones that go from the bottom up, are those mites or tights? Let me know. So we got a Bernard. I'm going to re-roll this. Okay, so we get a Maxim. We get another Lars the Lasher. Just really kind of uninspiring stuff here, Ghost Man. You got to hook it up. It's actually cool that you can click these things and they remove themselves from the field altogether. Do I re-roll this again? I don't think we really need to. Let's grab Maxim. He's a DPS unit. Point me at him, he says. You bet, Maxim. Get it. Alright, more mushroom men. How about this, bat? Alright, yeah. How about this? Crystal shines. These things, man. I'm just so amused by this stuff. So you're seeing just like the offensive prowess of even a rare Barber Ian. He's just so strong, dude. One of my favorites. Man, you can click all kinds of stuff in here. Level up. Who do we got? Blessed Celestine. Nice. So we're building her ability power and cooldown. Attack cooldown, 90 health. Plus 5 ability power. Per ally hit with ability, gain plus 1 ability power. I mean, really, it's all about ability cooldown for her. 3 seconds. I mean, that's pretty good. 90 health is kind of hard to turn down. Attack cooldown. She's attacking relatively quickly. I think 90 health over 5 ability power is objectively the best choice. Let's keep going. You can click all kinds of things in here, though. What do we have here? All right, we got the Wandering Maiden. All healer and faith reduced to 1. Party-wide plus 27 health. All defenders gain 54 health. Let's just take the freebie. What kind of ritual you doing here, though, Wandering Maiden? Gotta wonder about you sometimes. Alright, here we go. More Mushroom Men. Gonna definitely find out. Let's go. Barber Ian. I'm kind of keeping my eye on Celestine to see how effective she is. So we got Lars. His ultimate will rescue a unit as well. So we kind of have a double up of that effect, if you will. Crystal underwater. That's a good find. Alright, here we go. More of the same. Let's take him out. Alright, take him down. Just not a problem at all. Got some good healing on the field. We'll do a little stat check after this fight. My guess is Barber Ian's dishing the death. Of course, 4,334 damage for the Barber. My goodness, what a beast. And how about this? The cow. The top healer. Followed up by the other cow. Love to see it. Let's keep going. Alright, we got a shop. However, I mean, there's the Bleeding Dagger, which will definitely benefit Barber Ian. I mean, it will. So let's throw that on you. I think this is good for Barber Ian. Not sure how long we're going to have him, but, you know, gives us an option to add bleed. And there was a kitty over there that I missed. Unbelievably. All right, El the Alchemist is going to give us some more cash. Absolutely excellent. You definitely want to stack cash early. You'll be pretty disappointed if you need 120 gold and you don't have it. As evidenced in my last run. Look no further than that. We got burned like 3 times. Alright, so let's see if it works. Barber Ian. I mean, he's definitely getting depleted in life, but he's hanging in there. So I think once we get to a point where we have, you know, Celestine with her ultimate skill that will boost her powers, I think that's when we switch her to manual. Alright, we get the Swiss Cheese of Protection, 18 health, 42 armor. On attack, you gain 1% chance to become invulnerable for 3 seconds. I think that's great for Celestine. Let's level up. We got Barber Ian. Alright. Move speed, ability cooldown. Berserk. I mean, it's a fun little kit to mess around with, but you gotta take the attack damage. Barber Ian is just so good, and Cow the Cow. Very nice. Alright, level up for our boy the Cow. So ability power, I think so. Because we're kind of building him by way of ability. So let's do it. He's going to be dishing, if we can do it right, 3 bottles of poison. Every what, Cow? Every 5.5 seconds. The answer is yes. Let's go. Alright, Maxim, hang in there. He gets rescued by Lars. And Barber Ian's just doing Barber Ian things. Just chopping him down with the scissors. Gotta imagine the sound that slicing down a mushroom with a pair of large scissors makes. Like, what sound does that make? Alright, let's see, so Celestine is almost to her next level up. So let's get it. Alright, so we have on attack, heal all allies for 1% of their max health. All faith gains plus 50% attack power, or on ultimate, gain plus 10 ultimate power permanently. The target is below 50% health. That's what we want to do, and then we can switch her to manual. And I'll try to keep my eyes peeled. Although at 3x speed, the battles get a little chaotic. But I'll try to click it as soon as somebody's below 50% health, right? That's the idea. Let's try to make it proc off as much as possible. Let's see, City Guard Fernandez. Of the rare variety. I mean, we're rocking several commons here. I think I gotta re-roll this. Alright, so we get a Gloria. Another Barber Ian. I don't like it too much. We need, like, the epic heroes just add so much to your team. They have better opening stats, and they have, 3 affinities. Still looking for that Elementalist and Thief. Now, I don't want to sit here and just re-roll this into oblivion. I guess we'll take a Rosa. We'll take that in place of Lars the Lasher. Alright, get it. Rosa, you're likely only here for a temporary time, so let's go ahead and just up your attack damage and lower your cooldown. Let's go. Alright, here we go. Some more Mushroom Men, and we got the elusive Snail, who loves to get on your backline. Just loves it. We actually have some kind of ambush attack a bit here. Just a little bit. Let's go, cows. Gotta hold firm on the front line. Throw that milk bottle. Ring that bell. That's right, buddy. Ring the bell. Prescription is always more cowbell. You bet. Alright, what do we get? An item. Another Swiss cheese of protection. I mean, this is something that is good for... I guess this does up her ultimate power. I was thinking about doubling up. Can probably give this to you. Maybe the other cow. Let's give it to the other cow. Sure thing. Level up. Who do we got? Alright, the rare cow. So he's going to get attack damage, ability power increase. I mean, yeah, you mash the ability power increase for sure. Another level up for Maxim now. Ultimate power, ability cooldown, or attack damage. Just need you dealing some damage there, pal. And Barber Ian, who would have thought? 4,600 damage. Guy's a madman. Alright, here we go. What do we have? The Brute Axe. 36 through 52. Attack damage, 54 health. 2 seconds added to attack cooldown. Not a huge fan of it. Vampire Fangs. On attack, if enemy has bleed, heal 8 to 11% of damage dealt. Does go strangely well with that bleeding dagger that we have, but I think I'm going to save my cash. I'm jaded from my last run. Got all kinds of stuff going on here. Altar of Strength. Yeah, we'll take it. What's this guy doing up here, man? You're kind of like barricaded in. How about that? You can find secret crystals. Alright, another grouping of enemies. So let's take them out. Rosa in the back. Cows in the middle tier. Actually, how about Maxim? Let's get the epic cow on the front line and let's go. See, they're just not doing enough damage to really make use of her ultimate skill yet. Or her middle tier skill yet. Amulet of Yea Death and Throwing Knife. So I don't like this one at all. On kill, gain, and power. Guess that's decent for Maxim. We'll take it. Throwing Knife. Ultimate power up. When ability is used, throw a knife. How about that on the cow? Sounds like a great fit to me. So not only will he be throwing a milk bottle, but he'll be throwing a dagger now too. Alright, looks like we made it to the end. Nice placid stream. And December dawns. So what do we have here? Yeah, Griffin eggshell helmets. We have 48 wood. Alright, so let's keep going. Next up we have Mountain Cross Fort. Establish Mercenary Guild. Selling your excess heroes to the highest bidder nets you 100 glad a pop. Men-at-arms are always in demand. Also takes wood. Not good for us, but this is our next destination for sure. Gotta keep heading east. Let's go. Let's try to assemble some more epic heroes. What do you say, game? There's a cow. Mess up the hay. And tip the cow. Alright, here we go. How about this? An epic Barber Ian. Yes, you love to see it. Absolutely tremendous. One of my favorite heroes and one of the strongest heroes, like, objectively. So let's go ahead and sell Maxim. Let's bring him aboard. Let's bring the madman aboard. You bet. Commoner, Executioner, and Merchant is his style. And I think we build him... We build him with this bleed kit. Takes damage from ultimate. There's a 100% chance to gain +2 max health permanently. Like, that's what we want to do. And we want to look for opportunities to add bleed by way of items to our team. Now, this right here, ability randomly applies bleed on enemy for attack power. That's good. Okay. And then he's also got a combo. Ultimate applies bleed. Attack applies bleed. This one right here particularly would be the best. So that means we would need, looks like another Executioner. So we'll try to keep that in mind as well. All right, Barber Ian, yeah, get it. In fact, let's give you his equipment to make him more effective out there. Amulet of Yea Death. It's just not really a good item. I just don't like it. 2 crits on kill, gain in power. Guess we'll throw it on you, Rosa. But we managed to assemble yet another epic hero, which is absolutely excellent, and it's one of the best you can get if you ask me. All right, here we go. We got the tree guys. Looks like we're in for an ambush. In fact, I'm not going to lie. If the game wants to throw me another epic Barber Ian, I'll take it. All right, let's watch the HP bars of everybody. Let's see. Is anybody getting hurt? Don't know that he was 50% health, but I tried. Looks like Rosa was at the very end there. Kitty back here. All right, what do we have? Charged subject. +2 crits. Decent for you, Barber Ian, who's got nothing to say. All right, epic Barber Ian, yeah. Get juiced up, buddy. Let's go. All right, we have a thief. So this actually is a good fit. A thief and a commoner. It's a good fit for the cow, who will now have, will almost have, an extra milk bottle. Now, it would be great if he was epic, would it not? I could re-roll for free. I guess it's not going to get us there. So let's re-roll. We got in. Okay, so he's an executioner, yes. So this is going to work well. We'll get wrecked, Rosa. Come on aboard. Nice, so now he's applying bleed. So let's get him to... Let's get him to maxed out as quickly as possible. Right? Let's do it. All right, level up for Maxim. Ultimate power, ability cooldown, or attack damage. I mean, his ultimate's pretty good. Just takes a long time to proc off. But it does apply stun. In fact, we have a lot of stun on this team. Attack always crits on target with root. Ability cooldown. I'll just go with DPS with Maxim. Hard to go wrong there. Alright, so if I do this, if I manufacture low HP on Maxim, and then save him with Blessed Celestine, let's see if this works. Okay, so she's gonna run back. No, never mind. Barber Ian gets in there and just cuts him down. He's just so strong. He just melts everything. Let's bail him out. It's just so hard to micromanage. I'm going to turn it back to auto. It's hard to micromanage. I think if you played it on lower speed, you could certainly do it, but then we'd have a 2-hour episode, and we just don't want to do that. All Executioner gains 12 through 13 attack for 75 gold. Party-wide 6 attack damage for 150 gold. Let's just take the free blessing. Those are definitely options, but if you saw the last run, you would know that, I mean, sometimes an item that adds synergy to your team can make all the difference. And I gotta make sure that I have the cash to spend when we find it, right? Alright, there we go. Use it. Use it. Oh, she doesn't have it. Alright, definitely a little more challenging. But let's see, is that ultimate getting stronger? 39 through 49. Let's keep that in mind. Those figures. Alright, a library of some sort. The eclectic art taste of the castle owner is quite nice. Alright, let's go. Got an Ian on each front. Cutting down the tree. You got the cow just chucking milk bottles. He's throwing that knife if you watch close. Throwing the milk bottle. Healing in face. Restoring armor in face, more like. Oh, the cow's hilarious. Plus 28 armor and reduced move speed. I think I'm good on that. Plus 1% armor per second. I'm good. Let's level up. Barber Ian. Alright, here we go. So, attack damage. I think you go with attack damage. Let's make him spread that bleed. Because he's already applying bleed with just every single attack. So let's get his attack sky high so it's just that much more impactful. And here we go. Heavy Anvil. So increases your attack cooldown. Makes you slower but gives you 210 armor with a 4% armor per second repair. I'm good, man. Like, you need better wares, buddy. And I know that you're not the kind of guy that likes to hear feedback, but yeah, you need better stuff. This is a bunch of junk. Ultra Strength. Take the Empower again. Let's keep moving, boys. Got a nice little bankroll of 300 gold. And we got an ambush of sorts. So this is where I do think maybe we can use her skill manually. I'll try my best to monitor the HP values. Let's go. Alright, monitoring. Cow. Cow's almost there. He's almost at 50%. That might have worked. I was looking at the cow who was close to 50%, but then she rescued Maxim instead. So let's see, did it work? That doesn't look like it. Hey, here we go. How about this? Crowd control. Adds a crowd control tag to the team. On attack, 15% chance to stun the target for 0.2 seconds. I mean, this is a great find. A great, great find. So Maxim the Mercenary is not going to really get much value out of it. But you. So you can poison and stun. What do you say, cow? The cow likes it. He says moo. Simply put, charged subject. Double up on Ian, and here we go. The rare Ian. Ability randomly applies bleed. I mean, yes. Or party-wide 10 crit. That's kind of tempting as well, but the more bleed, the better, I think. If we're going to build the epic Barber Ian the way we got to build him. Alright, so Maxim. I'm going to kind of hang you out to dry in this one just a little bit. Let's put our Ians up here. Let's get the cows down here. I kind of want to expose some of my weaker units to see if we can get Celestine's ability to proc off properly. I'm watching the Ians deep as well. Alright, there we go. This one. Yep, there you go. So that definitely worked that time. We'll have to check if it filled up. And she actually might have gotten it twice. Level up. For Blessed Celestine, I mean, it's plus 10 ultimate power, which is pretty crazy. So ability power, crit, or ultimate power? Yeah, oh yeah. Oh yeah. I got way stronger. I think I got it twice in that fight, which is great. I think what we're looking for here is ability power. Per ally hit with the ability, gain plus 1 ability power permanently. Otherwise, ultimate power is also pretty good. Because it's a big heal, right? I mean, plus 11 ability power or plus 22 through 24 ultimate. The ability procs off 2.5 times as fast and does it automatically. Damages and heals. I think this has the ability to get her ultimate super, super strong. I think we'll probably go with ultimate power. Let's do it. But she gets closer to that final tier, which is great. Let's keep going. Alright, who do we have? We have another epic cow, the cow. The game is sending me a message. And it's telling me that we must spread the poisonous milk bottles. In fact, The game is also telling me that you gotta definitely make sure that you can somehow get this combo, the 2 bottles combo. That's what the game's telling me. So I think this one can be retired. We have a direct replacement that's simply better. So get born there, cowman. And let's see, let's go with ability power. 90 health. Let's do this. Increases ability power as well. Let's go. 2 epic cow the cows. Who'd have thought? This might be a pretty goofy but fun run here. We got a kitty on the table. Let's hope it's not dinner. All right, Barber Ian. Let's just get him up there. Maxim can go right there. Let's get him up there so he gets hit. In fact, let's throw the rare one up there so he gets hit, and then Celestine can save him. Let's go. All right, mash it. Mash it. He's low on HP. Gotta mash it. You gotta grind that special. Okay, so he just received a big heal. Mash the special. Looks like everybody's above 50%. Yeah, it's hard to manage. But she's almost charged up now. Alright, an experience potion. So I think what has to happen is we have to get our epic Barber Ian maxed out as quickly as possible. So let's feed it to him. Level up. Alright, here we go. Apply bleed. I mean, look at that. 106 through 120. Yes, let's go. Good kitty. You'd be good, kitty. Alright, what do we have? A throwing axe. 0 through 104 attack damage. That is quite the spread. It's like lightning magic or something. Minus 1 second attack cooldown, 5 crits. When ability is used, throw an axe for 100% of attack damage. Vampire Fangs. On attack, if enemy has bleed, heal 14 through 18% of damage dealt. I mean, that's pretty amazing. So we can take this off of you. We can throw this on you. Okay, and then we can use this. Well, he's already comboed up, so he's applying bleed already. She is not, though. So she could do it, or actually... How about the cow does it? Ultimate power attack cooldown. Let's let the cow do it. Probably give one of these to Ian. Amulet of Yay Death. Just get wrecked. And let's go. Thanks for the deal there, pal. Nice. We get the Alchemist. Now, I could buy a large experience potion, which will get him closer, but... Could also do a small one, or we could get 100 gold. I mean, I feel like you just got to get 100 gold. Because if you purchase there, it's... You know, it's 100 gold that you're not securing. And plus, it's costing you money as well, right? Looks like he chose Celestine as his subject. Alright, let's go. Gonna monitor HP. Barber Ian's. Alright, HP values. Looking at them. Looking at them. Let's get it. Somebody get hurt. Come on. Somebody get, like, super hurt. I didn't see any opportunities there. Everybody was above at least 70% HP. Alright, Cow the Cow. Ability power. Yep. Take this with you. That's what we're doing. Gonna build them both the same way. It looks like we've reached the end. Alright, Hammer Day. Okay, so 62 units of wood. What do we need again? Like 90 something, right? 92. Okay, almost there. Getting a nice stockpile of the other 2 resources that we do have a buff in, right? Alright, so next up is going to be right here. Extract Eagle Shrieks. Must be a hard thing to do. Eagle's Eerie. Okay, so are we seeing anything called that cave, right? It would show up. So basically what we're looking for is this will unlock one of the Candle Mage amulets. We're looking for that as a bonus or an upgrade on a node. That's what we're looking for. So this one obviously doesn't have it, but let's move on because we got a tavern to unlock over here, which will give us greater access to the northeast in the next episode, of course. All right, more heroes. How about this? A Clavel. She's a merchant, another executioner, and a noble. So how does she plug in? Attack heal 3% of max health. Spellcaster, adventurer, merchant. We definitely have the merchant with the Ians. Blood bond. Let's see. So noble. Okay, so that's Celestine. Merchant, we got that covered. Executioner, we have that covered as well. So she would have blood bond. Not my thralls. We would have this as well. Yeah, easy. Ability no longer targets allies. We would not have this one, though. Wait, we do have an adventurer. I guess it depends on who we offload. So you're not an adventurer. Who's our adventurer? Oh, you are. Blessed Celestine. Okay. Merchant. We don't have a spellcaster, though. That's a guarantee. Yeah, we don't. I mean, I think I move off of Maxim. He's just kind of a filler. And what do you know? We're once again pairing up Clavel. We're once again pairing up Clavel and Barber Ian. It's such a strong combination. Oh, whoops. Who did I sell? What did I do? Oh, I sold one of my cows. Really? Aw, man. Well, my bad. It's moving way too quick. That's not good. Most unfortunate. That's alright. Gotta be more careful next time. The run must go on. Alright, so what do we want with her? Blood Cloud. Per target heal. Okay. Ultimate damage self. Heal self. I mean, she's all about... I mean, this would be the ideal thing to get for her. Right? But the thing about this game is you can't satisfy every single hero. You just can't do it. Target all. Per target heal. So that causes her to heal. But 18 through 19 attack damage, really hard to turn down. So let's grab that. Ability cooldown, 10 seconds. 11 ability power. Minus 2 seconds ability cooldown. So on ability, +1 permanent max health for each enemy with bleed. So let's get the ability cooldown then, so her ability procs off more rapidly. Let's go ahead and throw on automatic ultimate, and let's go. Yeah, my bad on that one, folks. I meant to sell Maxim, and I must have clicked my cow. Not good. Definitely not good. But we did add just another stalwart tank in Clavel. Alright, so let's watch the HP bar. Clavel, you're going to get a little daring. Alright, let's rescue her. Yep, you bet. I think we got it there. We almost for sure got it there. So let's check the ultimate power. Yes, 91 of 105. We definitely got it. Blast off. Alright, experience potion for Epic Barber Ian. You bet. Let's keep getting them. Alright, crits. Move speed minus 6 seconds ability cooldown. Or 90 health. I mean, Berserk gives him in power, which doubles his damage. Which makes him just that much more ferocious. Move speed as well. I mean, crit 90 health is 90 health, but... we have an ability that'll get us there. Let's do this. Ability cooldown. So he's enraged more often. Alright, another hero draft. Can I redeem myself? Blessed Celestine. Sometimes you just gotta know when to walk away from the gambling table. We got a Gallant Canther. How does he plug in? Commoner, Defender. Here's a Spellcaster, which we desperately need. Like, if she can get this, then she can just simply leech life. I'm moving on. Need a few more pieces of the puzzle anyways. Let's keep going. Celestine, I'm going to keep watching you. Barbara Ian, you're too good at refilling your HP. Yeah, no opportunities there. Didn't even get the ultimate. Alright, Seagull of Happiness. 6 attack, 5 ability power, 5 through 6 ultimate power. I think it's great for you. Meaty Flesh Suit. When ability is used, throw a knife for 10% of ultimate damage. Actually, Barbara Ian, you got a pretty weak ultimate. You have a very strong ultimate. So what kind of items are you rocking? High heel shoes, Swiss armor, or protection. Let's take that off. Throw that on. Just move on. Not the best items. Alright, Wandering Maiden. Let's see, party-wide. Yeah, let's just get the freebie. And again, you gotta wonder what kind of occult stuff the Wandering Maiden is into. Alright, let's throw Celestine in the middle of the skirmish here, so she can charge her ultimate. Alright, ultimate is charged up. Let's watch the HP bars. Barbara Ian almost had an opportunity, but he's too good. Alright, EXP potion. Barbara Ian, get it. Alright, so Celestine. Well, she's got her ultimate, right? So, let's go like Celestine and Maxim. And the cow right here. Let's go Ian, Clavel. And maybe one of these guys gets beaten down a little bit. Alright, the cow taking damage. Cow's actually kind of tanky. Just a little bit. My goodness, guys. You're too effective at wiping the enemy off the field of battle. Like, you're too good. Attack cooldown. We'll take it. Now he's attacking every 0.6 seconds. Absolutely insane. It's a combination of all these things that make Barbara Ian so effective in combat, and we have the Cape of Fire. So every second do 25% of attack power damage in area of effect within 3 range. That's pretty good. We also have the Axe of Discomfort. On attack, target self for 5% of damage dealt, but 60 through 65 attack damage and cooldown. Now, if we could get this on somebody who's leeching life, it wouldn't be the worst, but I don't think it's the best way to spend 120 bucks. I'm good. Pet the kitty by the crystal. All right, here we go. We get some more gold, you bet. All right, so line warfare. So let's load up our beefy units to the left and our weaker units to the right. Maxim on the front line. Yes, you heard that right. And let's rescue him. Let's go. Man, my goodness. The team is too good at maintaining health. Alright, level up for Blessed Celestine, level 6. Alright, ability power. I mean, we are going in on ability power. Attack cooldown would be decent. Let's go ability power. It is a heal after all. Alright, another fight. A much more numerous grouping of enemies here. So let's throw them out there and see if we can get her ultimate charged and then utilized properly. Alright, the cow's taking massive damage. But he's actually hanging in there with his. There you go, Maxim. Saved him. I don't know if it worked. Looks like I was a little too early, maybe. And the cow is actually down. Okay, so I must not have acted quick enough. Man, there were some opportunities there. Thorn Shield. So what are we looking at here? 104 through 119. Looks like I did maybe get it. Alright, level up. Maximum the Mercenary. Attack cooldown ability. Let's do attack damage. I'm okay with that. And then Thorns. I have no interest. Alright, another hero draft opportunity. And we get an Esmeralda, who is a spellcaster. Absolutely terrific. Alright, Maxim. Time for you to actually get wrecked, bro. Esmeralda, welcome aboard. A welcomed addition to the team. Alright, so now you are kitted up. Fully kitted up, actually. Light snacking, not my thralls, and blood bond, all in effect. On attack, she's healing for 3% of her max health. So now what we do is we get her... What is it? Ability applies bleed. Which one is it? On ability, +1 permanent max health for each enemy with bleed. So that's what we want next. Got to get her leveled up. And then you do this to just simply apply more bleed. Or even this. Okay, terrific. Alright, level up. Esmeralda. Let's get it. 30 through 32 attack damage. Really hard to turn that down. However, we could go in on ability power with her because, you know, we typically make her an icicle turret. So let's do it. On ability kill, use ability again. I want to build her melee sometime too. Let me know if you've had any luck or success building her melee. But we just got a lot stronger with that addition there. Alright, so check this out. So the cow is below 50% health. Like, he already is. Right? And she's got her special. So this should work. Yeah. So boom, saved him. Not to mention fully restored his health. And then empowered her special. Let's get you on automatic. Alright, so maybe that's an effective way to do it. But I've also got to keep in mind that her special is essentially a full heal. And hey, how about this? The Leech Scythe. Now this is absolutely terrific for Barber Ian or Clavel. I mean, it feels like it's the right move for Clavel with her super insanely high attack. So let's get rid of this. Let's buy you right on up. Absolutely. This is another good one. Mighty Stat Stick. I mean, look at those insane buffs. Ultimate attack, ability, health. I think it's great for Barber Ian, obviously. In fact, let's get this off of you and throw this on you as well. Charge subject or Swiss cheese of protection. Do I need it? Maybe this on the cow. What is this? Bane Leaf on attack. If enemy has poison, do an additional 20 through 60 damage. Maybe that is good for the cow. If we ever get him to where we want him to be. How about this though? Vampire Fangs again. I think you have to. Everybody's going to have bleed. Seagull of Happiness on Blessed Celestine. I think it's a fit. He'll add 10% of ultimate power. Ability is used. Throw it on over that. And 120. We'll be selling 3 pieces of gear. Let's do it. Let's add that to the cow. If he gets to where we want him to be, he's going to be poisoning, right? So it's going to work. We still have 120. In fact, we get another $100 right there. Got some kitties in the demon room. Be careful, kitties. Another kitty right here by the reflection pool. Alright, so we're blinded. This might give them an opportunity to damage us. Therefore, we can save them with Celestine. Let's go, Celestine. Yeah, it's kind of weird rooting against your team, but it's kind of what we're doing right now. Maybe there was an opportunity there for a second. The rare Barber Ian. It's now level 4. 90 health. Let's go ability cooldown as well. Alright, could certainly use some more experience. Gotta get Clavel to the next tier quickly. So she starts snowballing, of course. But yeah, rip cow because, you know, your boy made a click error. And we don't have enough wood yet either. Yikes. That's okay. Next up we have Last Stop to Nowhere. So this is a tavern. Build armor recycling center. So let's go. We got Bernard. Okay, so Bernard, what do you bring to the table? Area of effects, elementalist, and nature. And what are we missing? Exactly. I mean, this guy is applying bleed. Like, that's what he's doing. But he's not epic. Do we have any synergies with you? Elementalist. Well, let's see. So we do have an elementalist. That must be Esmeralda. Okay. We definitely have the executioner. And we've got area of effects. So he would have this. He would have this as well. Actually, no. We don't have the healer type. Increases ultimate damage to self by 50%. Ultimate damage to enemies by 25%. With a bang. So Faith, yes. Double executioner, you bet. Yeah, he's just the commoner merchant. Which we have plenty of. So it's pretty obvious that you make this ad. Because he'll get this. If an enemy dies with ability on it, explodes causing 6 through 9 damage in AoE and applies knockback. I mean, I don't really know how I want to build them, but it's a no-brainer. On attack, if enemy has bleed, heal the damage dealt. I think we can rock it on Bernard to keep his HP high. Or at least give him means to heal himself. You're going to be leeching. Yeah, she's going to be leeching already. You're going to be leeching with your equipment, right? You heal. Bernard now has a way to heal. Esmeralda. And then the cow. He's going to be dishing that poison. Wait, what are we missing here? Yeah, healer. Elementalist. Oh, never mind. I must have been reading that wrong. It was factoring in his skill set as well. By the way, we got one synergy. It's not the most unsynergized character you could possibly get, right? And plus, I view him as maybe replaceable down the road if we get another epic hero. But anyways. So his ultimate is very, very strong. So is his regular attack. So maybe we just go like attack Bernard. In fact, you can lower his attack cooldown, which already attacks very fast, at expense of his ultimate. But his ultimate hurts himself, right? But it targets all enemies. I think I'm kind of okay with that. Attack cooldown, yes. Attack damage up. All elementalists gain plus 50% attack power. So he would be the only one. On kill, gain plus 3 ultimate power permanently. Ability is cast twice. So I realized I just made it take longer, but I mean, that's pretty good. On kill, gain plus 3 ultimate power permanently. But of course, it makes him more lethal to himself. I'm going to do this. Now he's hitting for 112 through 127 every second. Yes. What do you think, old man? What do you think? Yeah, you got the same kind of reaction, huh? Alright, another fire, ice, bleed combo. Let's go. Let's make him manual. And let's see. Somebody get hurt so we can bail you out. I really just want to bail you out. Looks like we got it done with Clable there. So let's see. 123 through 140. It's a good amount of healing. Let's keep going. Tip the cows, and we have a thief. Reroll for free. I mean, what am I looking for exactly? For Barber Ian, it would be... we need another commoner, don't we? That was our cow. Okay, yeah. That's not good. Ability randomly applies bleed. I mean, he's still applying bleed, kind of. Oh, let's see. So who's got that dagger? She does. +1 max health for each enemy with bleed. Combos on ultimate. She's healing. So she kind of needs it. I think I need another piece of bleed gear or another commoner. Or perhaps that commoner item. We'll figure it out. We'll get there. Let's go. Celestine, what are we doing here? Wasn't charging her special at all. Alright, let's get you, Clavel. Alright, on ability, +1 permanent max health for each enemy with bleed. Yes. Barbara Ian, you're almost there. In fact, everybody's all banged up now. Barbara Ian gets his final level up. And on ally crits, nope. Ultimate kill, apply empowered. Randomly apply bleed on enemy for attack power over 10 seconds. On ultimate kill. When an enemy with bleed takes damage from ultimate, 100% chance. Yes. There we go. So now we just added 2 ways to add max health to our team. Cal the Cow could get a level up. It's actually kind of crazy he hasn't leveled up yet. Really is. 100 gold, let's do it. We need you, Cow. Let's get that poison damage, you bet. Alright, here we go. More mushroom men. Alright, Celestine. Let's see what you can do here. Ready to use it. Looks like everybody's staying nice and healthy with the lifesteal. Alright, Cal the Cow. Another level up for the big man. You bet. Attack damage, ability power. Yeah, we're going ability. Alright, we got these hulking bandits. Definitely an imposing force. Let's go. Alright, Celestine. Let's get ya. Alright, looks like Barbara Ian can be rescued. Nice save. Looks like Celestine got absolutely decked in that one. But she did get it. Tremendous. Alright, let's keep going. Who gets to level up? Celestine is maxed out now. Alright, per ally hit with ability, gain +1 ability power permanently. I think that's pretty obvious. Yes. Now, who else do we need? It's an extra milk bottle. Man, we just need a thief. As long as the cow has armor, ability adds an extra milk bottle. 25% chance to blind the target. +3 attack and +3 ability range. How about that? Otherwise, what are we looking at? Clavel. I think she's very much part of the solution. So let's hit her with it. And let's go. Alright, another shop. Alright, we have the tiny hammer. An absolutely excellent item. High heel shoes. Also pretty good, but the tiny hammer. It's just so good. That damage increase. So impressive. Attack and ability cooldown. This is attack cooldown. Chance to repair that armor. Let's get rid of this. This does attack cooldown. Get equipped, Barbara Ian. Tiny hammer. Seagull of happiness. I think it's got to be better than some of this junk. Let's go. Let's get bled. And let's keep going. Alright, Celestine. You definitely gotta relax in this one. Starting to look pretty mighty now. I'm getting lots of wood as well. Alright, more vampire fangs. You gotta be kidding me. 2 to 5% of damage dealt. It doesn't strike me as I mean, I guess. Not great, but we'll take it. Bunch of cows here. Let's get them tipped. Sorry, Cow the Cow. Yeah, I'm still kind of bummed that I sold him by mistake, but I also think about it like, what other options did I have? Now, he was the commoner, but so was the other Barber Ian as well, right? So, just moving off of both of those was the error, for sure. Ultimate power, 90 health, or ability power. I mean, it's Blood Cloud. Let's go 90 health for the Clavel. Let's keep going. Hey, how about this? An epic Gallant Canther. Level 5. He's a commoner, so he does work with Barber Ian. Keep that in mind. It's going to give him that bleed again. Defender and area effect. So who is like simply just not synergized at all? Who's not doing anything good for me? I kind of like the cow. She's fully leveled up. You're fully leveled up. You're fully comboed up. I feel like we get an Esmeralda in every single run, but her spellcaster area of effect kit is giving you this, which is necessary. Your AoE and Elementalist. Do we move off of Bernard? I mean, I think he's very strong. He does good DPS. But I'm going to do it. And then we can build Gallant Canther as a regen machine. So attack cooldown. Let's go with attack damage. Attack damage. Let's do this. Party-wide requires defender heal 25% of Gallant's ability power every second. Yes. Health, move speed, or ultimate power. Let's give him 90 health. Okay, now, what items do I have that increase ability power? This does, which is great. Vampire Fangs. Do you have a goofy one here? Ability cooldown. That's not ability power. Here you go, 5 ability power. Alright, let's go. So Ian should be kitted up again. He is. Hasty. Attack applies bleed. Alright, that's good. That's what you want to see. It's kind of the key to our whole build here. Let's go. Blessed Celestine. It's got to get to a spot where she's got her ultimate charged up again. That Canther. Let's get you to automatic. Let's keep going. So we made a recovery, right? Sold the cow. It was a mistake at the time, but we actually got a pretty good addition to the team with Canther. Now we have the Icicle turret that is Esmeralda and Crow Medallion. Okay, I got a little... I guess this. On attack, apply 100% of ability power as bleed for 10 seconds. That's quite nice. Sanguine Dirk. On attack, apply 25% of ultimate power as bleed. So this does add bleed. It adds more bleed to the field, which is what you want. It's definitely what you want to see. So on attack, 25% of ultimate power. You have very strong ultimate powers. So let's buy this for you. Then this is attack damage, move speed, attack and ability cooldown. I'm good with that. Let's go. Let's get the boon in. Let's try out the new team. So Esmeralda. Look at that range she's got, right? She's going to be firing off her ability every single second, which is crazy. And does 109 through 122 damage. Now we got Canther, who's adding a little bit of regen to the field. Shouldn't have a problem with these guys. In fact, I think if this team can just keep snowballing, we're going to be looking good. Just got to keep going. How about this? Another Sanguine Dirk. It's more bleed. But it's on attack. On attack if enemy has bleed, yeah, so that's not really going to do anything. She's going to be using her ability pretty frequently. So I think what I'll do is this. We'll throw this on... Nah, actually, let's keep it the way it was. Let's check out the stats. So Barbara Ian, Ice Merelda, Clavel, Canther comes on in and starts hitting hard. And then look at this. So these guys are life-stealing, right? Well, he's not life-stealing, but she definitely is. And then this guy's regenning everybody. So it's pretty good. I think we have bleed and regen. And life-steal. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens. And what do you know? We uncover some darkness. Let's get this tavern upgrade. Okay, so it already is. We have 91 wood. Just like what? 1 off, right? Am I right? Yeah, 1 off. Unbelievable. It really is unbelievable. Well, let's see. What is this? The scaling depths. Here we go. Locate the hermit. Okay, so this is where we got to get. Establish mine. Boost stone yields by 50%. I think that's probably the key because look, we're stockpiling the 2 resources that we have that buff for, which is great. But we found the hermit and another amulet, so let's secure it. Let's go. Not a question in my mind. Alright, here we go. We have an epic blossom. Spellcaster nature healer. I do want to build her with strong ability power sometime. Because it's so fast and it's a heal at long range, but I think our team's pretty well set, man. It is. So let's grab the experience potion. Could also re-roll this quick. Let's just see what pops up. A thief. A little too late. Let's get it on Clavel because she needs her ultimate skill. It's probably going to be this or ability applies bleed. Or maybe that. Let's go. I'm okay with this arrangement. See anybody taking damage? Looks like Canther was. But the special didn't proc off quick enough. Let's keep moving. Keep looking for opportunities. Another hero draft. Nothing. Give it to Clavel. Get it. Alright, health. How about 18 through 19 damage? The answer is yes. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, we're just too strong for them. And I think more so, we're too good at keeping ourselves healthy. Like, that's what's really going on here. We're just too good at it. Alright, nice. Got double experience potion. So you'll be leveled up essentially next battle. Who needs some love? Let's give it to the cow. Alright, the cow. Armor. Yeah, this. Increase that ability range, you bet. That poison milk bottle throw. Nice lush tree in the underground. Ice Merelda will level up for 100 gold. Let's save the gold. You never know. Might come across exactly what we need. And I would hate to not have the funding to make the purchase. I guess place your bets right now. Let me know in the comment section right now. Do you think we have what it takes to at least get to Act 3 with the cultist boss? Let me know. Come on, mash it. Somebody's low on HP. Somebody was, anyways. Alright, what's this? Bombastic Side Eye. On attack, apply 10% of attack power as poison damage. I'm good. Alright, here we go. Ability applies bleed for 8 to 12 damage over 10 seconds. Scales with 50% of ability power, so her ability power isn't really all that strong. Laws, we have on ultimate, double the damage to targets. Double the healing to self. That's pretty good. Or we have on attack, add 3% of max health to damage. Every single attack. And if her attack, or excuse me, her health would snowball, which it's at 968, pretty respectable. You know, this is going to scale with that. So let's do it. I like it. Alright, let's keep going. Alright, we got the Cow and Barber Ian. I'm okay with that. Celestine and Clavel. Let's get our Icicle turret in the mid. Let's go. We'll do a check on her ultimate skill power. It looks like Esmeralda got overwhelmed. It'll actually give us an easy target to use her ultimate on, though, in the next fight, right? So I'm kind of okay with that. Might actually be a pretty good way. Hey, here we go. Except for it's the crowd control one, which we already have. Crow Medallion. On attack, gain 1 point toward ultimate charge. I think I'm good. Although that would have been great if it was the thief key, right? Bummer. Pet the kitty. Alright, here we go with this weirdo again. Plus 27 health party-wide. Let's just get the free blessing. Spread it more evenly. Here we go. I got a kitty fishing in the reflection pool. Probably looking for some shiny fish. Alright, Esmeralda. Hang out in the back and just get rescued by Celestine. How about that? We'll do that right away. That's right. That's how it's done. Let's see. How we doing? 143 through 161. It's close. Keep going. Maybe we'll get a 2-for-1. I think we've gotten several. We had to have. Charged subject. I'm good. Yeah, 143. Or maybe there was no change. There should have been. Look at that healing, though. Her ultimate skill is dishing out big heals, man. Alright, let's keep going. Looking at HP bars. Seems like everybody's keeping themselves pretty healthy. Which is good to see. It means we got a resilient team. There's a Prime Cleaver. Lowers your move speed, but just goes nuclear with your attack. And crit. Sing-1 Dirk. Tiny Hammer. Bleeding Dagger. I mean, what do you got? Like, what are you doing with this? Let's go. Alright, whole bunch of nothing, and that's okay with me. Let's get this on whom exactly? The cow. Alright, he's almost there. Let's do it. And I never got the synergy to throw 2 bottles, so I think we go with this. For each poison enemy, add 10% of your ability power to your next attack. As long as the cow has armor. Well, I mean, then again, this does still add an extra bottle. Let's go with that. Let's do it. The milkman, right? So for this guy's dishing a special brew of milk indeed. And let's go. Ready to bail somebody out. Who's hurting? Who's getting hurt? I don't think anybody on our team even lost a single point of HP in that fight. Let's get some attack power. Let's keep rolling. Get our heroes maxed out. Alright, how about this? The Spellcaster. Of which we don't have. Well, we have one Spellcaster. That is you. So you could use it to become, well, to allure. Is anybody else lacking? You're completely kitted out. Ian, you don't strike me as a spellcaster kind of guy. How about you? Smite Evil. Ability has 50% chance to do double damage. So this would be unlocked with her. I mean, it would add abilities. Otherwise, you have the Mighty Stat Stick plus 27 ability power. You also have the Elementalist. We need Thief and Elementalist. And the Healer as well. Wow, this is a loaded shop, man. I don't think we need that. Well, I mean, I don't think it's the missing link. For Fleeting Chill, attack gets 100% chance to bounce to a new target. I think this is probably the best choice for Gallantanther. Plus 27 ability power is insane. And he's a guy that needs that for his regen. So that's what I'm going with. Now somebody said to sell this, maybe drop it on the bag of gold. So that's something I can perhaps check out. I mean, 20 through 60, this is 18 through 78. I think this is better than that Bane Leaf. It's going to do more damage. Right? 18 through 78, guaranteed. Plus 5 crit. Hey, how about that? It does work. Except for it didn't give us enough cash. Of course it didn't. But note to self and note to everybody else out there. That is an option. Sangwon Dirk. Let's get 10% interest, and now we have enough. Alright, let's keep going. The voyage continues. Now, Gallantanther should be healing for, let's see. Yeah, 16 HP per second with his special now. So we shouldn't have too much of an issue. Staying nice and healthy with, you know, lifesteal and HP regen. And bleeds to whittle down the enemy. The cow's throwing poison. It's a fun little team we put together here, and we've reached the end. Now we're going to test the true might of our squad. And of course, we'll have to interact with the Seer, or excuse me, the Elder, the Alchemist, or whomever's in this cave that's going to give us that amulet. We'll have to interact with him in the next episode. We'll also have to buy our additional shop item in the next episode as well, because we have the Evil Cultist Master. So through the portal we go. Let's rock and roll. So Clavel, Barber Ian, and Canther take a frontal approach. I'm going to change you to manual. And let's go. Or manual, I mean automatic. Getting all jumbled up here. Looks like Clavel got decked in that one. Alright, nice. Level up for Esmeralda. Ability power, the answer is yes. Hitting very strong. Attacking every single second. So let's see. Canther, what do you need? So he's going to greatly increase the attack. Can he get there? Not quite. But close. Alright, let's go. Phase 1. Cultist Master. And he's going to need a heal from you. Well, Clavel's going to need a heal from you, Celestine. If you don't mind. Let's go. Get him. We gotta make sure we use interrupting skills, which we have stun with the cow special. So we should be able to. Interrupt him. There we go. No more interruptions. See, he must have gotten stunned. And let's keep going. Cow's throwing poison bottles. Look at those. Just dishing out the poison. Good job, cow. Make it happen. Ring that bell. Throw that poison. Make it happen. That's right. He goes down. Form 1, that is. Goes down. It's only Form 1. Don't get too excited yet. Let's grab this for a sizable attack buff. 256 through 334. All right, so phase 1 is down. Let's go. Phase 2. Let's make it happen. As for healing, we're good. Ultimate charge up. Could use it. Weapons, I mean the basher, which gives us stun. Pretty good attack, but I actually like our item kit. Let's get a charge. And let's go. Alright, phase 2. This is where many runs end these days. Let's go, mad dash, boys. In fact, I'm going to move you back to manual. Let's go. Alright, that's a good time to use that. Canther's regen helps us out. We're stealing life. Here come the slimes. Let's hang in there, boys. Hang in there. Do a little bailout. You know, every time she uses her special, she's healing somebody significantly, which is great. Let's keep going. Everybody is nice and healthy and ripe. And let's keep on going. We got poison. We got crits. We got ice. Got this massive damage, and the dirty cultist does not know what to do. Celestine, I think, got her skill on somebody below 50% HP at least 3 or 4 times in that fight alone. Yeah, 169 through 189. Maybe it was more like 2 times. Hard to exactly tell when they're, you know, exactly below 50% health. Well, let's keep on rocking and rolling. Feeling good about this team. I like how strong this team is. Do we get the ulti charge up? Let's do it. And let's go. All right, here we go. Phase 3. This is where, well, this is the farthest I've been. I've tried this one other time. We're going to go Esmeralda back there. Let's do the cow back there as well. Because he's going to call in guys that heal him. Like a jerk. Let's go. Alright, there's a definite damage check in here. It's like, do you have what it takes? Alright, watching the HP. Minions aid me. Okay, so here come the minions. We've got to make sure we take these guys out. Because, as you would guess, they're healing her. Alright, let's drop Celestine special. Let's keep going. Clayvel's got to hang in there. Yep, take out these minions. Just get rid of them. That's why you're over here. You're supposed to snipe them down. Let's go, Esmeralda. Keep shooting that icicle turret. I mean, attacking every single second, right? It's the thing to marvel at, for sure. We're staying nice and healthy. Minions aid me, he says. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Melt these minions. Good job, Esmeralda. I saw what you were doing there. Doing good things. Let's use the special again. Stay nice and healthy, and let's keep going, boys. Let's keep going. Curses, I'll have you yet, he says. Alright, so what's he gonna do? Doesn't look like he can do too much. Got him about 50% of the way. When he summons in the minions, though, that is when he gets basically a heal. Now watch his health bar here. Can our poison help offset it, is the question. Looks like the cow is down. That's not good. That's not good. The cow is down. The cow is down. And our DPS isn't good enough. And he refills about 60% of his HP in face. And now we're back to kind of where we started. I'm going to change you to automatic. I feel like I'm probably missing opportunities. Come on, guys. We got this. We got this. The cow is down. That is sad. That is not good. We don't like that. But it could have been worse. It could have been like Canther or Clavel. Right? Esmeralda's got to stay in there and keep doing her thing. Clavel's hurting. Barbara Ian just a madman. but simply not doing enough damage. His attack script it's tough to deal with, man. Ice Morella just gets wrecked. Alright, it's 3 on many. And of course, it's, who'd have thought? It's Canther, Clavel, and Barber Ian. Looks like Canther goes. He's the next one to fall. And there was but left a Vampiress and a Barber. Both very adept at restoring their own HP, which is probably why they stay alive. Alright, so Clavel's down, and then there was a Barber, my friends. An empowered and enraged Barber. You get a real idea of what he's doing here, and the guy is outnumbered, but he's got excellent lifesteal, and let's crank up the speed on this a little bit to see how long our boy Barber Ian can last. He's getting pulsed down by meteors, and that's all she wrote. Ah, man. You know, you don't want to get your hopes up in the final battle there. There's actually one more stage after that, believe it or not, but you don't want to get your hopes up in the final battle, because just as soon as things are looking excellent and great, he just keeps getting stronger. I think he buffs his attack as well. And yeah, if you can't wipe out the healers, like maybe that's where Bernard would be very, very useful, because he attacks all enemies on the field. And I don't think those monsters are particularly too strong. It's just there's so many of them, and your heroes tend to focus on the cultists and not the healers, right? But either way, we made great progress in this one. We got one more amulet, which is tremendous. We also got enough wood to add another item to the shop to get us some more of those synergistic items, not to mention a bunch of other cool things. So definitely stay tuned for the next run of the Seer's Gambit. And thanks so much for spending some time on the channel here today, my friends. Let's take a quick look at the combat stats. So Barber Ian, almost 250,000. And everybody else paled in comparison, of course. Then we have Celestine, actually. Almost 30,000 units healed. Barber Ian, I mean, that's all pretty much regen, right? Life stealing. Clavel as well. We got her kind of late. The cow, 3,500. Damage taken, of course, Barber Ian and Clavel, what they do best. And no question about that. 189 kills for the Madman. So this has been another fun run of Seer's Gambit, my friends. Please smash the like button to support the Seer's Gambit. Let me know in the comments section below your thoughts about the run. Subscribe if you are new here. If you want to get the game, there's a link in the video description below. So I'm fresh out of time here, but thanks again for spending some time on the channel today, and I'll be catching you in the next video. Thanks a lot.